perfect example of the Christian theocratic movement in the United States, to compare and contrast with the latest atheism as terrorism laws in Saudi Arabia, would be Bryan Fischer from the American Family Association, who's been a guest on this program. We know that Bryan Fischer is not a guy that subscribes to anything that is not based in the Bible when it comes to the law. And Bryan Fischer has now said that with regard to incarceration, with regard to the law, with regard to adult relationships between presumably consenting adults, he would be absolutely fine with a 15-year incarceration for those who are guilty of adultery. Watch what he had to say.
I will be honest with you. I'm absolutely fine with a 15-year incarceration for the crime of adultery. It is a crime. It destroys people's lives. It destroys families. It breaks up civilizations. You want to lock them up for 15 years? I have zero problem with that whatsoever.
Okay. Under this logic, under the logic that the punishment should be severe because it destroys people's lives, homophobia destroys people's lives, anti-gay bullying destroys people's lives. Should people go to prison for those things? Should you go to prison for being homophobic? Does Bryan Fischer know how many people's lives, gay, straight, and otherwise, have been ruined by religion? Should religion be something you go to jail for? Obviously not. But I actually then said, hold on a second, wait, what does Bryan Fischer's religion actually say about adultery? Bryan Fischer's faith calls for death by stoning for adultery. And I believe that may even be for both parties involved. In fact, death by stoning is quite common in the Bible that Bryan Fischer ascribes his beliefs to. Why isn't Bryan Fischer fully advocating what the Bible says, which is stoning for adultery? For everyone that is criticizing Saudi Arabia, rightly so, for their religious-based laws, this is the exact same thing. Adultery is something that Bryan Fischer's view is informed by through his religion. It is directly informed through his religion, and the idea that we have this horrible incarceration problem here in this country, and we're going to make it even worse by filling our prisons for 15 years at a time for people who committed adultery. Bryan Fischer's suggestion is no different than the theocracy we see in the Middle East with Islam. He is suggesting the exact same thing with Christianity in the United States. Let's take a break. We have a great interview today with sociologist Wendy Manning. I'm sure you've heard about this Mark Regnerus study that the right wing is just frothing over to talk about how bad it is for children to be raised in same-sex households. Logical, clear-thinking individuals know it doesn't sound that like it's actually accurate. It's not. And sociologist Wendy Manning is going to be here to tell us all about it.